Hello again, YouTube. We're doing something different. Normally we just do Sunday sermon, but I want to do an additional video. Call it a bonus video, if you will. Shout out to all my subscribers that's been encouraging me. You know, I need y'all to be in them lives, though. I need y'all to be in them lives, though. And if you can't support financially, then you know what you can do? You could hit the like button, you could share the content, and or you could just let the ads play out. Or another thing, if it's something that you see on the ad that you need or you want to buy, go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and buy it, you know. But on this one, I want to talk about some basic things that we all could do to improve our lives. You know, you get to listen to these people and they get to bashing you and badgering you because they finally there, and now they want to be a little more harsh than they probably should be in the things they say to the rest of us who's still trying to get up there. But we're going to talk about some basic things spiritually, mentally, socially, and financially that we could do to improve our lives. Now, let's start with the spiritual. Being that it's Sunday, it's fitting to start with the spiritual. Pray more. Pray more. You don't have to be a righteous person to pray. The Most High is going to judge all of us with a fair rod of judgment when it's all said and done. But if you want it to go well, the Bible gave you a little outline of how it could go well for you. Now, pray more. And I'm going to show you, like, they might teach you all this praying in all these names, and I ain't going to bash nobody's faith, but let's just say I have done extensive research on a lot of the words that people use in their prayers that they shouldn't be using. Now, I'm not trying to change you overnight, but there's words that if you do some research on the meaning of those words and the origin of some of them words, you'll stop using. I'm going to let you find that out for yourself. But what I'm asking you to do, when you pray to the Most High, pray to Him specifically. Pray to Him specifically and say things such as, because there's a lot of false teaching in the world. Say things such as, you who really are my Heavenly Father and God, truly, I direct this prayer to you. Have mercy on me if I use false names or say something in my lack of knowledge. Things like that. Things like that, because the devil has infiltrated people's prayers. But pray. Pray. The Most High want to hear from you. He do. Even if you claiming to be an atheist, he would love to hear from you. Because here's what he does with atheists a lot of times. He'll give you a mystery, a bonus. Because he don't want to torment you. He don't want to punish you. See, some of y'all stand away from church because sometimes us preachers, I'm going to say us, our delivery can be a little off at times. Like we not always knowledgeable, wise, or considerate of the level of understanding that people might have. And I've made mistakes before saying things to people that was a little harsh and out of place, you know, but I done gained the wisdom from that. So, you know, just pray more. The next thing, you know, it's okay to make an effort to live a righteous life. But I would do so after you connect or reconnect. I don't believe in backsliding. I don't teach backsliding. Either you in or you out. Ain't no backsliding. He already know what you're gonna do. You got to figure out, are you really in or are you not? Like all that backsliding, that's just mere men trying to elevate themselves like they got it all together when nobody has it all together. And like I tell y'all all the time, and I'm a prophet, this is coming directly from a prophet. Anybody that makes it to heaven gonna barely make it. You gonna barely make it, and here's why. Because the Most High knows, this is why he's merciful. But don't expect too much mercy. Live your life with fearness of him and his judgment. But he's merciful because we don't even know all the laws. We don't even know all the statutes and the commandments and the expectation of the Most High. So we prone to error just from that. The devil did an excellent job of making sure we would never get the full truth about this being that we know as the Most High God. So yeah, you pray, you believe, you deal with the Most High as dealing with a real being, you know? And don't be trying to kiss up to him, because he gonna see right through that. When you pray to the Most High, you pray like somebody that's in need. And don't try to kiss up to him. You know, let your true feelings come out. But if they bad, I wouldn't let them out. Don't provoke them. Just, if you say, hey, I really want to get to know the truth. Stuff like that. You know, you get to listen to these guys, they puffing up, I got it all together. No, you don't. No, you don't. I got it all together. Let me tell you something. If you like big booties in the 90s, you like big booties now. All you gotta do is, one of these girls, you be in the grocery store, they be having them BBLs. Hey, listen, man, some of them BBLs be right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the honest preacher. I'm the truth man. And she be like, oh, excuse me, and she bounce them things on you, you gonna be jagging that night. Stop it, man. Ain't none of y'all that righteous. I don't believe you. Either you too mean to people at times, you dealing with racism, you are selfish. We dualistic in nature, so don't try to act like you got it all together. You don't. You don't, I don't, nobody does. He ain't gonna let you. Here's what happens. Job was righteous and so was Noah. But what he does is he'll let you see that you're not him. You know the phrase, I'm him? The only person that can really say that in terms of overall is the Most High. I'm him. Now, people could say that about certain abilities that they may possess, but they can't say that as a whole. Because nobody is 100% whole. We all have issues. We all have trials, tribulations. We all done experience some type of trauma in our life. Nobody has it all together. You show me a preacher. If I was ever in a church service and I thought a preacher was trying to act like he was perfect or had it all together, I would get up, get my things, and I would leave. Right in front of everybody. I wouldn't say nothing. And if he tried to say something slick, then I might say something back on the way out. Okay, Mr. Perfect, you got it. Remember, y'all, I'm a prophet. I don't look at people like y'all do. I don't. I can't. Because if the minute I try to, the Most High gonna show me the truth about it. You see what I'm... I told y'all. You can't come out here without seeing something that appeals to your human side. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. That's just the way it is, man. And don't let no pastor condemn you, and don't be trying to pray your sexual desires away. Just use your love for God and your righteousness. Pray for righteousness. Pray for the fruit of self-control. Controlling yourself. Don't ask him to take it away. Because you might get that Miss Thing that you like. And now you done ask them to take your desire away. Now you got all that woman in your bed and you can't have no fun. So don't be praying for him to take your desire away. Now if you a rainbow, hey listen, if you a rainbow, pray that he will give you a biblical sexual desire. I ain't gonna put you down, but I'm just gonna say pray that he will give you a biblical desire. You know, like the Brat, man. Come on, man. Hey, the Brat was one of my favorites in the 90s, man. And I ain't gonna put her down. It's her life, you know. She gonna stand before God, but that's just unbelievable to me. You know, that a woman that's pretty like that. But anyway, let's keep going. So we on the spiritual thing. Yeah, like I said, you could do those things to improve your life. And then as you get to reading the scripture, as you get to researching what's going on, as you learn how the spiritual realm works, don't try to study the spiritual realm before you know the basics. It's just like in real life when we go to school, we learn how to function normally first. It's crazy dudes, man. These dudes, he need to be listening to what I'm talking about. He just ran a stop sign and cut me off. But if we would have crashed, he'd be trying to fight, putting them weak posts up and getting dumped on his head and stumped probably. I ain't invisible though, I'm just saying. But you gotta learn the basics first, that there is a God, how to believe in this God, the expectations that he has, how he wants you to treat others, the basics, just like in kindergarten. You know how they learn how to share. We learned how to share in kindergarten, and the things we learned. A lot of y'all still in preschool, y'all still headed to preschool. Y'all not there yet, you babies. I be seeing babies on Facebook trying to instruct people. Man, you a baby still. You just got saved, what, 3 years ago? You know, you had that fire, but I see now, I understand now. Like, cause I was like that. When I took right off. But now I understand why he didn't put me out there so quick. So, you gotta learn the basics first. Now let's talk about the mental, basic things you could do. Stop caring what people think, for starters. You gotta learn how to judge your life by the divine. What does the Most High think? Okay, that's what matters, not people. People are evil. People are dualistic in nature. 50% or more of what they do is evil, because they're dualistic. Now, as you become more spiritual, that 50% goes down. And it goes down to the level depending on you and how your dealings with the Most High. We need his virtues running through us. The more of his virtue we allow him to plant in us, the more righteously we live. That's why Paul said having a form of godliness but denying its power. See, a lot of people is denying the Most High his power. They won't let him make them godly. So mentally, you could start by not caring as much as what people think, and by having positive feelings about yourself and about your life. If you do those two things, I don't even have to go into a lot of things. If you do those two things, you're gonna have a great start. Now let's talk about social. You should not be hanging with nobody that habitually and regularly does things, says things, and listens to people consistently that if you carry out what you see and hear, you're gonna be dead or in jail. So you start by eliminating those type of people from your life. You can pray for them. I wouldn't hate them or nothing like that. And some of them you might not be able to tell them. You might just have to etch away. You might have to move to another city. You know? If you change your life for the better, like Pimp C say, Shife dudes gonna stop coming around anyway. And Shife girl. So, that's what you could do socially. The next thing you can do socially is learn. Social and mental is like connected. Learn who to guard yourself from and learn who not to guard yourself from. Some people just put their guard up with everybody. I think that's weak. You should know who being loyal to you, being faithful to you, and you should be willing to give people a chance. And you can turn it on and off. And financially, we can start by saving money. The smaller it is, you can start small. You can save $1 a day or $7 a week, or you start small, but whatever you save, make sure you keep it. One thing I do is I'll keep money in my wallet and I'll play this game with myself and keep building on it to see how long I can keep it in my wallet. So you got to save money. I believe in investing too, and I invest, but I don't believe in investing as much as other people because they be scamming. Same thing with gambling. If you choose to gamble, if you choose to play the lottery casino, you got to play with the understanding that they be cheating. So it's not really smart to put at risk things that you can't afford to lose. So either don't play at all, or start there, or if you want to be aggressive, then plan it out. Put it aside till you're ready. And, go ahead. But the most important thing is making the money. The next most important thing is saving the money. And don't say you can't save. If you got an income, you can save. A person could save money out of a welfare check. It's just whether or not you want to do it. So, that's basic things that you could do. Basic things. Start with the basics. You'll make your way to having businesses and all this stuff. You might have a couple friends. But if you don't have no friends ever in your life, you still should be able to enjoy your life. And you still should concentrate on enjoying your life. Take a vacation here and there. Plan it out. Put an envelope, stuff that envelope with money for a vacation in the future. Don't impulse vacation. Because when you come back, you're still going to be dealing with the same stuff. So don't do impulse vacation. I don't believe in that. I believe in staycations more than impulse vacations. I'd rather stay at home under the air playing games and eating snacks and watching movies and stuff than an impulse vacation where I done spent too much money and I'm still gonna feel the same and life gonna be the same when I get back. See, vacation to me is better if you plan it out and then you go at this time or whatever, according to the plan. Then if you impulse vacation, now you coming right back, everything's still the same. I don't believe in that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.